Backup. In this tutorial, you will learn how to create a backup and when. You will also see how to restore a backup. What is a backup? A backup is a copy of all information in the database at a specific point of time. Let's see when and how to do a backup into Homere. Anytime you will close Homere, the software will ask you if you want to do a backup before closing. It might not be always necessary to do a backup. But then, when do we need to do a backup? If you look at all activities to be performed during the month, there is 2 moments when it is compulsory to perform a backup. It is after the printing of salary advances and at the end of the monthly closure process. It is also recommended to do a backup after encoding large amounts of data, or before modifying parameters in Homere. If you are experiencing troubles with the database, you can do a backup and send it to the headquarters for maintenance. Overall, it's a matter of common sense. Do a backup when you think it's necessary. But don't get paranoid doing backups all the time, or very quickly you might end up with hundreds of backups every month. We have seen that Homere asks us if we want to do a backup anytime we close it. But we can also decide to do a backup using the menu File. When we click on Backup, we get a window showing us the 3 types of information the backup will contain. All the data registered in the database, all the document templates, and all the attached documents linked to the employee identity slip, like contract, warning, evaluations. By default, the 3 types are checked. So when you do a backup when closing Homere, all this information will be saved. In fact, anytime you do a backup, keep those 3 boxes checked. Only that way you will have a complete copy of what you have been doing in Homere, and this for all the fields you are managing. So let's click on Backup. Homere will automatically propose you to save the backup in the departition of the computer. Don't change the name given by the system. There you have all information you need. Field, the year, month, day, and exact time you did the backup. The backup will be saved as a zip file. And then click Save. If the backup has been done successfully, a message will appear. Backup ended. And then just click OK. And it's done. How to restore a backup? In the menu File, you choose Restore. You keep all the boxes checked and then click on Recover. A window pops up with a warning. It reminds you that you are going to overwrite your Homere database and all attached files. What does it mean exactly? Let's say that you did your last backup on the 15th of April. Then you encoded new information in Homere on the 18th, 19th, and 20th of April. Then suddenly, the database is not responding anymore. But you need to settle a contract. It's urgent. So after a while, you decide to restore your last backup. You do it and Homere is working again. But all you have been doing in Homere during those 3 days has been erased. So you will have to encode it again. So let's continue with our process of restoring backup. Yes, we want to continue and restore our last backup. So we look for the backup we want to restore, we select it, and click Open. Depending on the size of the database, this process may take some time. After the restoration of the database, we have to connect again to Homere. So we have to enter again our login and password. Our backup has been restored. We click OK. In this tutorial, you learned how to create a backup and when, and how to restore it. Now, we recommend you to have a look at the following related video, Advices of the Administrative Team of Malawi, Backup.